Deuce what he wanted to talk about today, and he said he would really like to talk about something that he feels we don't really address enough in the culture, and that is how the community, specifically black folks, how we don't support each other in the way that we should, right?
Definitely.
Okay, so kind of take me into that. Like, what specifically, like, how so?
So, I mean, with everything going on in the world right now, it's real easy to see how people are frustrated, but nobody's giving helping hands. Everybody has an opinion on what's wrong, so we should probably find opinions what's right and focus on those more to bring our culture up together.
The black community, I think the difference between the generation or why it's kind of deteriorated, I'll say, is the generation from the 50s and 60s were very communal.
Mm-hmm.
And arguably, a lot of societies were maybe like that, but specifically with the black community, I think we were very communal, and then it did become more about the individual.
Yeah.
You know, and I think to the point to where, which isn't necessarily bad, but I think it got to the point to where it's just abstract. Like, it went to the extreme of being an individual, and so much of an individual to where we actually encourage being egocentric and selfish, right? Yeah. Because everybody's always like, well, just do you. Well, I'm going to do me.
Yeah.
And
you do you, I'm going to do
and this is what I want to, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to say, and it's like we've gone overboard with that.
Yeah.
And so we've gone overboard to where it's tunnel vision, and then we don't care
about anything else.
Because look, other successful communities typically are far more communal.
Yeah.
If you think about it,
for sure.
Right? Like, if you look at the Asian community, like, let's say, like, if you go into a stereotypical Korean business, right? If it's a Korean family business, everybody's working there.
Everybody.
Mom's is working there, pops is working there, the kids, everybody. And so, and in fact, when I was growing up, I knew some families that were Vietnamese, and they would come over, and it'd be like maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 of them, and they'd all be in one house. Everybody be in the house, right?
Yep.
And all the resources and money would go to that house, and then when somebody was up to the point to where they wanted to get their own crib, then they would get out their house, but everybody else still stayed here.
Yeah.
Right? But by them doing that, that allowed that individual to save up money, to get a new car,
get their own
furniture and whatever, or at least have the resources to do it. So then when they went out on their own, they're not starting from scratch.
Yeah.
Jewish community is big like that. Italians are big like that. The Hispanic community is big like that. So
everybody talks crap about them for it too. Like, oh, there's 4 families in one house.
Man,
they
better take note.
You know, they helping each other out. Like, why we should do it. You know what I mean?
And man, I think our strategy has to be a little bit different, man. But even it starts at a smaller level. Before we can even get to that level, like you were saying, businesses, right?
Yeah.
Supporting businesses, even on a smaller level. I don't know that we support each other enough, like when you're talking about like local artists.
Yeah.
Just local artists. Yeah. You know, like music, painting, tattoos. We're not supporting each other in that regard. So I mean, we got to start there.
Yeah.